The Hawks, here's Hudson streaking and shooting, he scores!
When you walk through a storm, hold your head up high and don't be afraid of the dark.
You can go now.
One day, Jake. Good luck, mate. Come on, off you go. I think you're gonna like us.
Plan to protect your family's future with AMP. AMP will always be there.
Salutes Australia's Olympic athletes with a message from all Australians. Go well.
Yeah, that's great.
Well,
Yeah, but you buy one and get one for free.
yeah, but how much would that cost? It's a good colour. If you're getting one for free as well, that's good. It's a really good price.
Protecting Jake's future was too important to leave to chance. That's why his parents turned to AMP. Their AMP agent gave them the help they needed to plan for tomorrow. AMP will always be there.
Current Affairs' Graham Archer in Adelaide in '92.
Austria, who lead with Ortlieb, now have Leonard Stock, the 1980 Olympic champion, on the mountain. He went to Lake Placid as a late replacement and came home the champion. Fourth in Calgary, fourth in the World Championships. The 33-year-old giving it another go. And moving. Just 500s, nothing. Clip the gate, he's okay. Oh, and he's hit that one and he's not okay, and Stock's gone. He hit the first one, it put him slightly offline, came back on that traverse where it has to be so right, and the chance of Leonard Stock becoming Olympic champion again after 1980 is gone. It says everything. Here it is. Already fighting for it there, and hit one of those control gates. There was no way he was going to get his balance back from there. Already beginning to get too low. Stock of Austria's out. Ortlieb still leads. Thankfully, he's okay.
2, 1, 0.
Now, Heinzer, Switzerland. The big favourite, the outstanding racer, the world champion. What can he do? Watch it. Good. Not only Heinzer attacking Ortlieb, it's Switzerland attacking Austria, and that means so much in this sport. Throughout the season, he's skied to different limits. Brilliant. The most critical line on the course. Look at that. Look how low he gets. The body almost between the knees when he has that slight chance to do it. Racing on slightly shorter skis than other racers. But he's down. He's 4-5 down. Now, Ortlieb will be watching this at the bottom. All the Austrians, all the Swiss will. And Heinzer makes a mistake into Ankeli. He's got away with it. Half a second down, plus another mistake. It's reflecting on the clock. He's 0.67 down. He's not got the speed. It should be over 90. The biggest favourite for the Olympic downhill title on this controversial course. So much resting on him. Makes the jump into the finish. It's gone away, I think. And not even a medal. No medal for Heinzer, the favourite. And Ortlieb still leads from Vosmar and Thorsen. Wow, that's the big shock. Is number 13, Christian Godina, the tearaway young Italian, takes the course. First Olympic Games. Get a silver in the World Championship in the combination racing, downhill and slalom, and that is quick, 131.6. Godina has been quick on all the training at that part of the course. The turns may let him down. He's up. He's the fastest. 500th up on Ortlieb. Number 13 beating number 1. Heinzer watches at the bottom there with Stemmel. But Heinzer no medal, so disappointed. Ortlieb will have breathed the biggest sigh of relief when Heinzer didn't beat his time. He'll be thinking again now, because when Godina skis, anything can happen. Same unpredictable temperament as the great Alberto Tomba, who of course doesn't ski downhills. We were watching for him in slalom and giant later in the game. So Godina. He's lost it on the turns. Again, he's just under a second down. The technical demands of this course are amazing. And he swings into Ankeli, that's okay. Italians have come in here to Val d'Isère in force, and the crowd getting bigger by the moment. It's been a little difficult to get here because of the road system. It's absolutely packed here now, all up the hill, down in the finish bowl, and the Italians will be a little bit disappointed that Godina hasn't been able to keep it going. He promised so much at the top, and he's losing it at the bottom. 7th, tremendous start, but the turns caught him out. The turns shouldn't catch out this man. A real technical expert, Gunther Mahler, not a downhill specialist. Slalom and giant slalom man who can also ski very well at downhill. He was 19th in Calgary. Brought in because of the way this course has been built, and already quick. Mahler. Ortlieb still have it for Austria. Volkswagen, Germany, Thorsen, Norway. Clipped it. Okay. 600th down. That's nothing. Then in stock, his teammate would have had time to tell him to watch the gate. Good through there. Back up. So important to get the speed out of the turns and keep it going. Best line, the straightest line down the mountain. Look at the way, the lower part of the body, the knees working all the time, grabbing that little chance to tuck. How good, how good. 0.47, it's still possible. Slipped away a little there, but he's all right. Good line through there, and good out. That's a good exit from Ankeli, and that'll give him extra speed. Yes, he's picking up. That's a little quicker. 88.9, 0.37 down. Günther Mader of Austria with his teammate Ortlieb in the gold medal position. And Mader could well get in amongst the medals here. It's good. It's silver at the moment. Austria, 1 and 2. The power and the speed of Ortlieb in gold. The technical ability of Mader in silver as AJ Kitt sets off. Thorsten is pushed out of the medals now. Vosmeyer is in the bronze position. Kitt, his mum and dad have come here to see him. Won the opening downhill of the winter here in Val d'Isère, but not on this course. It was down the road on the Ladai course. He hasn't been happy with this in training. Memories of Billy D. Johnson, who won Sarajevo and 1300. That's the only difference as Mader watches. AJ from Rochester, New York. He doesn't have names, only initials. He's had a lot of trouble on that turn in training. Was rumoured to be going down to very short skis, but stayed with the ones he's been racing on all season. Everybody's still buzzing with the big shock that Heinzer is not the champion. He hasn't even got a medal. 1.34. Kitt is down. I don't think he can pick that up. Austria, gold and silver at the moment, with Germany in bronze with Vosmeyer. And what a change that is from Calgary, with Switzerland gold and silver. And France in bronze. Downhill so important to Austria. It's like your team winning the FA Cup. Good speed. I don't think anybody's been quicker than that, 94.3. But he's lost too much at the very top of the course. 2 swinging turns put in here before the jump finish. Loves to take the air and finish very well, but lost it in the top section. 8. Waiting in the starter, Marc Giardelli of Luxembourg. Born in Austria, skis for Luxembourg. Tremendous training run here yesterday. And in with a great chance. Tremendous record of this man. 3 golds, 3 silvers and 2 bronzes in World Championships, but nothing in Olympic Games. A one-man team, trained and managed and looked after by his father. A great technician who suddenly became a downhiller, and he's got speed like he suddenly found yesterday. Nothing was going right until yesterday, and suddenly Giardelli was right back in amongst the favourites. Yes, look at this, he's quicker. Giardelli has found the speed again at the top like he did yesterday. Austria in gold and silver. And it's an Austrian-born skier who races for Luxembourg who could well take it away. The lone man of the mountains. Oh, he's hit the net and he's gone. Dear, oh dear, when he was going so well. That's unlike Giardelli. What I think had happened, he concentrated so much on pace, and that line on the traverse there is the one that catches you out. Here it comes. He was really moving faster than anybody had done, and just couldn't hold it there. Onto the safety netting, the wrong side of the gate, and Giardelli, who was there with a great chance, is out of it and not a happy man. What a shame.
Yes, what a disappointment. You only get one chance in the downhill, and so Patrick Ortlieb of Austria leads. We'll have more of the downhill a little later on, but right after the break, ice hockey.
You can't do business without the right tools. And the most important business tool a salesperson can have is a mobile phone.
Another lead. You beauty.
Telecom MobileNet, Australia's own.
Rising Sun, they're the only one.
Right now, Rising Sun Imports will supply and fit new front disc brake pads absolutely free when they install a low-kilometre exchange engine in your car, saving you up to $120. They'll even supply free front pads if you purchase an engine to fit yourself. Either way, you'll save big dollars right now at Rising Sun Imports, Adelaide's exchange engine specialists.
When your old motor's giving up the gun, you just call up the Rising Sun.
North or south, call up the Rising Sun.
The Co-op and Hindmarsh Building Societies have 1-year fixed home loans for 10.25% per annum. Now, if you think you can do better, go ahead and try. We're pretty sure you'll just be burning shoe leather.
In the shed, by the Barbie and the fence, by the car. On the time to spare. Outside everywhere. I really love the life, yes, I'm doing well.
Do the outside with Harry's and Lloyd's. It's all in our new look catalogue.
Introducing the stunning new JVC MX30 Mini Hi-Fi, setting new standards in home entertainment. Features dual deck 2x25 watts music power and 3-beam laser CD. Where can you see and hear this fabulous JVC system? At Radio Rentals, naturally.
If you get annoyed by those nasty little asterisks on car ads, from now until the end of February, we're giving private buyers $1,000 towards the on-road costs on every new Mitsubishi Magna, sedan and wagon.
7:30 Tuesday, Alan Pegg are playing Supermarket Sweeps.
Honey, we're losing. And you're a pro at that. Do something.
Playing in the true Bundy tradition.
Peg! Peg! Where is that damn woman?
Using every dirty trick.
Come on, give me that. It's mine. I want it.
With special guest star, the Beaver.
Did you ever think of teaming up with the Eddie Munster Kids for the Thoroughly Pathetic Tour '91?
And a hilarious 1-hour episode of Married with Children, 7:30 Tuesday on Channel 9.
Welcome back. Ice hockey, always one of the biggest crowd pullers at any winter games, and certainly one of the busiest, with 3 matches scheduled every day of these Olympics. There are 12 teams altogether, and 6 of them saw action yesterday, even before the opening ceremony began. To tell us who won and who lost, here's Brady Halls.
The first match of these Olympics saw the host country clash with the world's second-best hockey team, and clash they did. First blood was drawn by the Canadians. It was more than a quarter of an hour later when the French evened the score. They called this the fastest game on earth, and these teams were living up to that. Players were clocked at 60 kilometres an hour, the puck at twice that speed. Any wonder the keeper dodged the third goal.
Oh, what an accurate shot by Archibald. 2-1 Canada on the power play.
More accuracy 2 minutes later when the Canadians followed up with another goal.
Oh, good backhander. Another try, another. They score! 3 shots, and Kent Manderville is the one who gets it in.
The Canadians were applying pressure, but it only spurred the French on. The icy Maribel Stadium was hotting up.
Bennett, a cross shot, score!
But time ran out for the French. The final score, Canada 3, France 2. Czechoslovakia should have gone into Game 2 against Norway as red-hot favourites, but recently they've lost many of their top players to the professional league in North America. But here in France, you wouldn't have thought so. Their 10-1 humiliation of Norway even surprised the Czechs. The Soviet Union had a monopoly on this sport, winning 7 Olympic golds out of the 9 times they've entered. Now, as the Commonwealth of Independent States, the name change hasn't affected their form at all.
Shot to save, rebound, another save, they score!
The Swiss fought back, literally.
Further. Oh, Honegger caught a stick up high and hard right around the face.
Ugly scenes on the ice, but quite the opposite in the stands. The Swiss weren't producing the goods. The Commonwealth states were having a field day.
Olmo top score, 7-0.
10 minutes before the end, and with the Swiss down 8-0, a moment to save face with their first and only goal.
2 pools of 6 teams. And the Swiss have finally scored.
The Commonwealth of Independent States are forced to be reckoned with. Final score, 8-1.
Yes, they are true to form. That is an amazing sport to see those fellows going around there, 14, 15 stone of them, at breakneck speed at one another. Kamikaze stuff. It's terrific. We'll have more ice hockey right throughout the games. OK, more after the break.
Who can bring together people everywhere? Who can put a handful of magic in the air? M&M's can, oh, M&M's can. M&M's can, and they do it all for you. And the world tastes good. Who can make a smile that stretches all across the land? M&M's can, oh, M&M's can, and the world tastes good.
To develop the most advanced four-wheel drive in the world, we tested it in the most rugged country on earth.
At Supreme, we're overstocked, desperately overstocked. All stock must go now at drastically reduced prices. Summer tops slashed to $8. Shorts an unbelievable $5. Rib bike tights only $3. All of our summer fashion has been reduced and must clear. Fashion tops now only $8. Matching shorts $5. Great tops only $8. Incredible bargains only at Supreme, Flinders Street and Myer Centre. We're overstocked and we've got to sell.
Hi-Fi Acoustics at Hindmarsh Square will blow you away with the inaugural Hi-Fi Acoustics mind-blowing sale. Out-of-this-world savings like up to $1,000 off big screen TV, up to $500 off quality Hi-Fi systems, up to $100 off CD players. Hi-Fi Acoustics mind-blowing sale. Proof that the only thing that won't blow you away are our prices.
Good food, good health. With Max Walker.
If you're anything like me, you've probably got all sorts of things hidden in here. Here we go. Now what you can't see in these is fats. And there are hidden fats in many things you eat. You see, what you've got to do is look at everything you eat. So go for a balanced diet. That way you won't have to worry about hiding any sort of fat.
Brought to you by the Australian Dairy Corporation.
There is something decidedly sinister going on. A deadly new drama.
One of these 6 people is the murderer.
That will involve you like never before.
I really don't like the look of Colonel there.
Bit of a battle axe yourself.
Cluedo, the classic detective game, comes to life.
It's a really good cast.
There's this great camaraderie.
Everyone's trying to decipher an answer.
And you're not allowed to lie. It makes you think, oh my God.
We really don't know. We don't know. You'll have the crime of your life with Cluedo. Coming soon to 9.
See the hand? Goodbye, I'm coming down. Coming up a little later, our first visit to the ski jumping for the 90-metre competition. The Finns, the Austrians and the Germans are the traditional powers in ski jumping. But there's also a young Swiss flyer who has an excellent chance of winning his country's first ever Olympic gold medal in this sport. His name is Stefan Zund, and we're going to meet him right now.
AMP, proudly bringing you Profile of an Olympian.
Francie Patek's mother is going to church to pray for her son's safety.
When I started with ski jumps, I didn't tell to my mother for 2 months.
He kept it a secret. After it was already too far, I realized I had no power over him. I prayed to Mary and to God.
When I told her, she was very, not angry, but upset, yeah.
Ariana Patek has reason to fear accidents in the air. Her husband was killed in a plane crash in 1972. So it's not only Francie's jumping, but the travel that keeps Mom on her knees.
Many times I want to say, don't go, but he would go anyway.
My father would be really proud of Francie. He would be extra proud of him because of what Francie did for the family and for the country, Slovenia.
What Francie did was win last year's World Championship. But that achievement only added to the pressure this 20-year-old is facing. While his native Slovenia tries to win its independence from Yugoslavia, Francie's countrymen look to him for a dramatic showing in the Olympics.
That pressure, sometimes I can't find escape. People expect more success on competition, that we will jump for Slovenia, that we show our whole world that we are something.
The psychological pressure on him is pretty strong, and we're hoping all this doesn't affect his jumping.
The strain of living in a country in the throes of a civil war became even more apparent when this interview was interrupted by the sound of MiG fighters overhead. As if the threat of all-out war wasn't enough of a distraction, Francie also had to cope with the death of his older sister to cancer last summer. That almost made him quit jumping altogether.
After that, I think, what is all this? What is world champion? That means nothing. That's really nothing against to live. But then I thought that ski jumps are my life, and I enjoy my life that way.
Francie said his sister told him just before she died to enjoy life to the fullest. And he seems to be doing just that, even though a congenital defect left him with only one lung.
If doctors didn't tell me that I have only one lung, so I wouldn't know.
Neither would anyone else. Francie Patek, who always does what he wants, is determined to chase away the strain of the past year. A year that has left him with a new love of life.
I want to be normal, 20 years old. I want to do the same thing as other do it. But sometimes I should be grown up. I should be.
Francie Patek of Czechoslovakia wants to be a normal 20-year-old, but I've got to ask him, what's so normal about jumping off the 90-metre ski jump? It is absolutely terrifying. And we're not trying to confuse you. We will have that profile on Stefan Zund a little later on. More from Val d'Isère in the downhill right after the break.
National 9 News at 6. Simply the best news for years.
How are you? Oh, good. Hot enough, yeah. What'll be, fellas? Foster's light, thanks. So, yes, time to move to a new
Happens every time. I make that too.
Only one light beer goes over the top for taste. Foster's Light.
Are you fit to be a lover, sports lover? Are you fit to be a lover, sports lover?
Who's marked down a stack of computers? Brash's Superstores during their stocktake sale, like Toshiba's notebook under $2,000. IBM-compatible Commodore, stocktake price $1,295. Letter-perfect software only $80. Whose stocktake sale is on now? The answer is Brash's Superstores.
The Co-op and Hindmarsh Building Societies have 1-year fixed home loans for 10.25% per annum. Now, if you think you can do better, go ahead and try. We're pretty sure you'll just be burning shoe leather.
So this is a regrowth forest?
Yep, logged about 15 years ago.
Dr. Robertson, do the animals really come back after logging?
And the plants. Look, there's a whole ecosystem being renewed here.
Be better left alone, surely.
Well, all forests suffer disturbance from storms and bushfires, and I think relatively few from logging.
Only about 1% a year.
Right. But the point is, they recover brilliantly because that's the nature of eucalypts.
Welcome back to Albertville for the 16th Winter Olympic Games. Next out of the gate in the downhill at Val d'Isère, Adrien Duvillard, a Frenchman. Your commentator is David Vine.
Now, the French will cheer again. It's one of the bright new star, Adrien Duvillard, who is the nephew of one of the great French legends, Henri Duvillard. It's his first Olympic Games. His uncle was fourth in the slalom back in Sapporo in '72. Good. But it's early. Enough in the top 6 in training, but training is quite often with some of the skiers deceive their opponents. Giordelli, the technical man, like the other technical man, Paul Akela, still to come at 27. And Akela, without any doubt, from the skiing he's been doing here in training, is in there amongst the medals and could well take the gold. He's after slalom and giant. He's been brought in for the Swiss time because of his great technical ability. And Akela is a very, very big threat, and Austria will not be relaxing by any means. Duvillard struggling a bit. Ooh. Oh, he's been struggling all the way. Oh, well done. Brilliant. If he could stay on the course. Full marks for recovery. No, he's bound to have missed the gate there. Great bit of acrobatics, though. Oh, the French cheers turn to groans because they can see it all. They can look up the mountain and see all this happening right in front of them. Sitting in a grandstand, watch it all. Brilliant concept by Russi and Killy, this mountain. Of course, they built on it. Duvillard, look at that. Straight down, skis all over the place. Stand up. Franco Colciuri of Italy. 2 Colciuris raced for Italy. Franco has got the place in this team and 1.6 down at the 1:13 mark. Only real form has been a 9th place on the ice and the bumps in the run of Kitzbühel this season. Still a big fence chance with Frank Picard to come after Colciuri, who was a surprise bronze medalist last time, and also, of course, was the supergiant slalom champion in Calgary. You tend to forget that. You think of Picard as just the bronze in the downhill, but he had gold and bronze. Picard is the next Steve of France, and he's their big national hero. Then 27 Akela for Switzerland. Race still very much on, and a good place by Colciuri there. 9th, 1.7 down. Brilliant run. France and Picard, their Olympic hero. And I can tell you the whole of this giant commentary box area here is rocking with people stamping their feet. It's good. At 0.34, this way down the mountain, Picard could be doing it again. Nobody rated him at all in Calgary. He got the bronze behind Zurbriggen and Muller, and Picard is making them cheer. Here we go. It's still good. Oak leads gold time on the left, and Piquet has got speed on the bottom section. Silver. Brilliant. He's done it again. France go wild.
One, zero.
Felix Belgic, Canada. 18th in Calgary. Canadians having so much trouble in the training runs, falling down. Stemmel making a brave comeback to skiing, but not getting this right. And Belgic is down on the clock. Missing so much Rob Boyd, their number one. When you get a skier like Boyd, who's capable of winning the team, it spurs on the rest. Boyd had a pre-season injury, came back just for one World Cup race in Garmisch in Germany, had a fall, and his knee went again. Had to go home. And after Belgic will come Ackermann. The big dangers are those sitting in the medal positions. Olivia of Austria, Piquet of France, Harder of Austria. Nobody would have thought of putting Ackermann in a downhill team last season. He suddenly produced a couple of results. His attitude at all is amazing. I don't care, he said. I want slaloms and giant slaloms. Technical skiing is what matters in life. Then he produces runs like he's done in training. Oh, and what has happened here? It looks like Ackermann. It is. Ackermann's gone on the traverse. Wow. That's a recording of Ackermann at the top part of the course. And Paul Ackermann, we're all getting excited about him. So was he, I'm sure, and probably overexcited. And Heinzer of Switzerland doesn't get a medal, and Ackermann, another big threat, is out, and there'll be nothing for Switzerland. A mountain that's provided shock after shock here today. It's still Ortlieb in gold, Picard for France in silver, and Marder for Austria in bronze. Vosmeyer pushed out of it. Heinzer dropped down to 6, and nothing for Ackermann. He won't believe it, and neither can anybody else at the moment, I can tell you. Right.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Kyle Rasmussen, United States. Lives in Aspen, the jet-set area of American skiing. What a regular on the World Cup circuit. Season of racing. 5. She's there for about the 128, 130s. Looking at the performance of Frank Picard, France's hero, in that silver medal position. Only the great Bernard Roussy designed this course, and Peter Muller, the Swiss racer, have won medals in the downhill in successive games. Roussy gold in 72 and silver in 76. Muller silver and silver 84 and 88. Now Picard has joined that exclusive club. Well, he has at the moment, because he's sitting there in the silver medal position above Marder, just that 1/10 of a second, separating gold, silver and bronze. What a race. And still enjoying it here on the best day you could hope for. Sort of conditions that Martin and Graham Bell have got to take advantage of. The course is so well prepared. I know it's technical and very difficult. Martin is a racer who normally likes the harder, icier motorway thrusts of downhill, rather than the turns that have been introduced into this course. But I think it's a great course, spectacular and providing tremendous entertainment. And so are all the people here, especially the French for Picard. Carrie Mullen from the home of the last Winter Olympics, Calgary. Mullen has had 1, 2, 3 falls, I think, in training. Just doesn't seem to be able to stay on the mountain. Canada without Ed Podobinsky, a very good young downhiller. He had a big fall yesterday. Bad knee injury, which put him out of the team. Mullen, and he's all over the place. Yeah, stand up. All gone there. You can see the skis wobbling. He'd lost all the line totally. So at least Mullen is finished, but it won't count. Young skier coming here who could produce a surprise, Gianfranco Martin of Italy. He's produced 2 or 3 very, very good training runs. He's the number 4 Italian, but he's been brought into this team at the expense of Michael Meyer, a very experienced Italian. He got the 4th place, and Meyer didn't. Meyer's still coming back from a bit of a knee injury, but it's 1.69 down at the moment. Culturi of Italy, up there in 10th place at the moment, so the Italians got a team together here. Certainly a skier we'll be watching in the future. 2.15 down. It's not a medal chance, of course. Shows good form, good lines, Martin. 2.11 off the pace, very respectable on a quality field like this. Not as good as the training. Now the Canadian, Roman Thorne, the 21-year-old. Skied one in Wengen, the longest race of the business, the great race of the Laberhorn. Turns catching him out here. He's had 2 falls in training, and he's got another one on race day. Big safety mattresses there, lots of crash matting and padding. And this course has been built with great emphasis on safety, quite rightly.
Yes, it's a dangerous old course, no doubt about that. And you've got to be right on your mettle there. There are the official placings as it stands right now. There's still a way to go. Ortlieb of Austria leads from Picard of France, who was the bronze medalist at Calgary, and Marder is in there with the bronze at the present time. But as I said, more of the men's downhill a little later. But when we come back, we're on our backs in the luge.
Well, he seems to have everything under control. That's Pete, always under control.
Very busy girl. Quite painless, really. Pete and I just popped into Myer. We bought everything there. We bought the lounge suite at Myer. We bought the TV at Myer, the stereo at Myer, the dining setting at Myer, the pots and the pans and all the business. Where's Mr. Banana gone? The lot. All at Myer. And the good thing is you can always take things back.
Hello.
Bob, I wish Jill would take you back to Myer. I've tried to, but they won't take me. Bob, turn it off.
Turn it off. Just a little bit of crick on.
Oh, sorry, Jude. Look, I'll replace it for you. Where did you get it?
You'll always get emergency medical treatment straight away, but how long should you have to wait for elective surgery? Mutual Community, we won't let you wait for elective surgery because your health is so important.
Kirsty Marshall, Australia's world champion.
To get more into your day.
You need the milk, glucose, malt, and thick chocolate that always delivers that unmistakable Mars taste.
To make the most of every single day. Mars a day helps you work, rest, and play.
If you get annoyed by those nasty little asterisks on car ads, from now until the end of February, we're giving private buyers $1,000 towards the on-road costs on every new Mitsubishi Magna, sedan and wagon.
15 years ago, a child began her journey, and a drop of water began its journey. Day after day, she honed her skills, and the mountains enriched the water. Only after 15 years can she be called a world-class athlete, and the water can be called Evian. Pure, balanced Evian. Natural spring water from the French Alps. To be the best takes time.
It's live telly. It's spooky, isn't it?
How about that?
Ray, babe, you and Mel, it's the same gig.
I wish it was true.
This week, Midday returns with special guests Sir Peter Ustinov, Phyllis Diller, and Bob Hall.
You're very popular.
That's Midday with Ray Martin on Channel 9.
Fortunately, there are those who can relate. Well, a little earlier we saw the first run for the men in the luge singles competition. They each get 4 runs. Remember, 2 today and 2 tomorrow, with the best aggregate time deciding the medals. So lie back and put your feet up as we return to La Plaine for the second of those 4 runs. Your commentator, once again, John Fay.
At the start, Norbert Huber of Italy. Through 1 run, he is 5th in the competition.
I think with Norbert, we're going to get a good idea if this track has slowed down a lot since the first run because of the sun that's beating down on some of the curves here. And the softer ice will cause the runners to dig into the ice more and slowly sled down. So Norbert should be able to tell us by virtue of his time how slow the track has gotten, if at all.
Norbert, the oldest of the 4 sliding Huber brothers, is brother Arnold, the defending world champion who did not qualify for the Olympics. Brother Wilfried is competing here in doubles, and his brother Günther is Italy's top bobsled driver.
He is flying 79 miles an hour going into the finish curve.
45.4. A 1/10 of a second faster than his time of this morning. So it doesn't appear that the track has slowed down.
It certainly hasn't. We could see another track record.
Now Marcus Brock in 3rd position. Marcus says he is not a fan of this track. He believes the start does not lead into the first curve smoothly, and we certainly saw evidence of that in the first runs today.
That's had a lot of problems out of these first couple curves on that first run. The ice is real slick. Great start for Marcus. That's about the same, a little bit slower than his first heat time. He made a couple mistakes on his first run. His feet went down. He bopped the wall going into curve 17. I think he's going to have a lot better run this time.
For 1 run, he was only 16/100ths behind the leader, Georg Hackl. Brock calls his sled Susie. Did you have any names for your sled when you were competing?
No, I just said, get me down. That's all I told my sled. Having a great run so far. Marcus Brock in first place at this point in the split. Look how far back he gets on that sled. Aerodynamic, you betcha.
45.3. And at the moment, he is leading the competition. At the start, the leader after the first run, Georg Hackl of Germany. After each of the first 3 sliders this morning set a track record, Hackl, as the 4th slider, came down and bettered all 3 of them at 45.190.
Boy, he blew out of that start, too. Let's see what his time is. Boy, second fastest, but he had a real powerful start. He's only got to shave off 1900ths of a second off of his first heat time to get into 44 seconds. I don't think anybody would have predicted they were going to go this fast on this track today. Boy, he's looking great. 127.2 kilometers per hour. That's 79 miles per hour down this Albertville track. He's looking great, but he's in second position behind Brock.
And he closed the gap, 45.351.
Watch his leg thrust out of this start. Boom! Quick paddles. Great starter. He improved a lot on that start this year.
Georg says that is his biggest improvement over 1988. They built him a start ramp near his home. Since then, his start's been much better. Marcus Schmidt, second after the first run. Marcus has had to fight off injuries. He broke his left ankle in 1989 and his right ankle in 1990.
Marcus is a big surprise to be in second place after the first heat. I think everybody thought he could be a spoiler, but I don't think anyone thought he'd be in second place after the first heat. That's a lofty perch for him. I'd be surprised if he maintains that position.
Such a dramatic improvement over last March when at the Olympic test event here in LaFon he finished 23rd.
He's a testament to the depth of a strong Austrian team, though. He was in second place after the first heat. Brock was in third. Their new coaching they have this year has been fantastic.
At the start, Jens Müller of Germany. Fourth after the first run today. John, how much of a disadvantage is it for Müller that he is the 20th slider here in the second heat?
Well, normally I would say it's a big disadvantage, but for some reason it seems like this track is even speeding up a little bit. So I really don't think it's going to hurt him this run. That's one strong start. Jens Müller is one of the most experienced. Oh, big mistake. He bipped the wall coming out of curve 5. That's going to slow him down. You'll see it in the first split time here. 11th place, way back. He's a competitor, though. He's going to claw his way back up to the top. Müller, the gold medals in Calgary, uncharacteristically having some problems at the beginning of this run.
Traveling at better than 78 miles per hour through the speed trap.
He's recovered nicely coming down through the bottom part of this track, but that mistake at the top is going to hurt him.
Across the line, 45.598.
And the standings after the second run in the luge. Huckel leads from Schmidt, Prock, Huber and Hasselrieder. Remember, there are 2 more runs to go to decide who will be the gold medalist. Just imagine those little sleighs just weigh just 22 kilograms and they're pulling 3 and 4 Gs as they go around those bends. After the break, we go to Les Aziz for the cross country, a change of pace.
Can we invest with AMP?
Oh, sure. AMP invest more money every day than anyone else in Australia.
I need to know what's happening in the US Treasuries. Can you go around to international fixed interest?
What investment choices do we have?
AMP have got investments to suit any portfolio.
We've got the portfolio right.
Yeah, structure's right.
We'll take them at 43.
AMP is very well placed for this.
So you'd recommend them?
They're pros. Very strong.
AMP. We'll always be there.
This mobile phone, most advanced in the world, state of art, extraordinary. But this phone do many more things in your country, things it cannot do in Europe or US, like free automatic roaming. Because of your network service in Australia, MobileNet, Telecom, MobileNet. Seems most advanced mobile phone. Not much good without most advanced network service.
Telecom MobileNet, Australia's own.
Beat the price rise. Chandlers are holding prices down, but the falling Aussie dollar will soon force prices up. Get the most out of your dollar. Get into Chandlers and beat the price rise.
Check it out at Chandlers. Electric appliance stars.
Brian and June weren't big investors, but they knew where to turn for the best advice. Their AMP agent showed them a wide choice of investment options to make the most of their money. AMP. We'll always be there.
Hi, I'm Ian Turpin. And guess what? I'm back.
Yes, the game show guru is back. And tonight online, Ian Turpin invites you to bargain your best and shop your socks off in the world's only supermarket that gives you money. Supermarket Sweep. It's the all-new game show that's so wild in America, even the Bundys are doing it. Now it's Australia's turn for the happiest, fastest shopping quiz ever. Supermarket Sweep with Ian Turpin starts tonight, 5:30 on 9.
The 1992 Winter Olympics telecast, proudly sponsored by Carlton and United Breweries, one of the world's great brewers. M&M's, taste the true Olympic spirit. Gillette Sensor, the best a man can get. Mars, proud sponsor of the Australian 1992 Olympic team. And Telecom, we just want to give you the service you are looking for.
Everywhere you look, just beautiful pictures. Welcome back. Now we're off to Les Aisies, 33 kilometres from Albertville, a family resort famous for its easy runs. But there's nothing easy about what's happening there today. It's the first cross-country event of the Olympic program, the women's 15-kilometre race. Brady Halls reports.
Les Aisies, 2,000 metres in altitude, exceptional snowfall and littered with hundreds of kilometres of cross-country trails. To many, cross-country is the most demanding of Olympic sports. Skiers have little body fat, wiry bodies and powerful legs. The Scandinavians and Russians dominate the sport. After all, its origins go back 4,000 years when the neighbouring countries used to cross-country ski just to get around. Norway, Sweden, Finland and the former Soviet Union have won all but 11 of the 213 men's and women's cross-country ski medals. There are no Australians in this 15-kilometre event. These are the ones to watch. The Commonwealth of Independent States' Reza Smetanina. At 39, her Olympic success dates back 16 years when she won gold in the 10-kilometre event at the 1976 Innsbruck Games. Since, she's picked up 2 more gold, 5 silver and a bronze. Fellow countrywoman Lubov Ergorova is another to watch. 29th in 1989, 6th in 1990 and 3rd last year. 23-year-old Ilana Valby won the opening World Cup race of the season. Like others from the independent states, she too is competing under the one united Olympic flag. Lithuania's Vida Vencini won the first gold in the 10-kilometre event at Calgary in 1988. Another to watch. They start 30 seconds apart. Using their long poles, they gain momentum. Course being evenly divided into flat, uphill and downhill. At the first time point in this gold medal decider, the independent states took a commanding lead, with Ergorova out in front, Smetanina behind, and the Czechs and Finns closing in. As Norway's Helene Inge Nabraten was pushed on by her coach, the independent states stretched their lead. An exhausted Ergorova crossed the line in an exceptional time. The independent states looking confident for the gold, the race was now on for the silver and bronze. And the Finns had their eyes on them. But it wasn't one of their favourites, but an outsider, Marut Lukarinen, who was cutting down the other Russian skiers. Lukarinen did it to grab the silver. 11 seconds behind her, Valby of the independent states. So after the opening medal event, the independent states snatched the first gold and bronze, with Finland a silver.
Brady Hall's reporting there. When we come back, we go back to Val d'Isere to see Australia's Stephen Lee tackle the course, the downhill.
To develop the most advanced four-wheel drive in the world, we tested it in the most rugged country on Earth.
"15 years ago, a child began her journey, and a drop of water began its journey. Day after day she honed her skills, and the mountains enriched the water. Only after 15 years can she be called a world-class athlete, and the water can be called Evian, pure, balanced Evian. Natural spring water from the French Alps. To be the best takes time.
Cancer kills. Research into cancer is currently being conducted by the Hansen Centre for Cancer Research at the Royal Adelaide Hospital. When you receive one of these cancer-fighting envelopes on Sunday, February 16th, please give what you can. This is a cancer-fighting envelope for you and me. Please help.
How does it happen? You're down in a mine, or painting a sign, or straining until you thought you'd burst. You sure got a thirst. A hard-earned thirst needs a big cold beer. And the best cold beer is Vic. You're leading the band, or lending a hand. You can get it any old how. Matter of fact, I've got it now. A hard-earned thirst needs a big cold beer. And the best cold beer is Vic. Vic Bitter.
You've both worked hard to get a roof over your heads. But have you ever stopped to think of the overheads should the old gal give way? Or if the guttering gave up the ghost? It could be expensive, unless you re-roof right. Stratco Roofing and Guttering comes in continuous lengths of high-grade steel, tailor-made for your home in a range of colours. Stratco Roofing and Guttering. We'll go to any lengths to please you.
Check it out. Sale of the century, the answer is clear. What? Good times and prizes, the best. It's all right here. That's the way I like it.
You'll love it.
That's the way.
It's going to be a doozy.
That's the way.
Wow, what a game.
That's the way.
Sale of the century, still the one.
I like it.
Faces of France. Well, for all of us Australians here and back at home, there's probably no Aussie who deserves Olympic success more than our Alpine racer Stephen Lee. These are his third Olympics, and they come near to the end of a 10-year career in which he's been pretty much a one-man band for Australia on the international circuit. Can he go out in a blaze of glory? We're about to find out as we head back now to Val d'Isere for more of the men's downhill.
3, 2, 1. Stephen Lee, Australia, the lone Australian. The man from Falls Creek who's been around the mountains for a long time now. Third Olympic Games, 19th Sapporo, 22nd Calgary. Won a supergiant slalom race, which is the race with the big fast turns, which this has got, but you wouldn't think so looking at that time. Stephen, unlike most people, decided to use longer skis rather than shorter ones. It looks like it's a bad decision. Australian team, bad top section, over 8 seconds off.
Yes, not the type of result that Stephen was looking for. Nevertheless, we've got Charles Stewart on the mountain with Stephen right now.
Stephen, you must be a little bit disappointed with that. What went wrong?
Well, on the top, there's the first dead compression turn. I went in pretty much the same line as yesterday, and to get it tight, you really have to be on the limit. And I had the skis coming around quite nicely, and then there's a little roll in it. Just before the roll, the both skis just broke, and I flew off the roll and landed on my side and skidded off the course. So,
a bit disappointing for you?
Yeah, I thought I just had a good chance to ski really well today, and you know, it's just one of those things when you ski on the limit. You know, it's not too far to push it over the other side, and I guess that's what I did today.
Well, you've got 2 more cracks at it. How do you feel about what's upcoming?
Well, I'm still hoping for a good result tomorrow. I continued on, and I think I skied the bottom part of the course relatively well. And then the Super G, which I guess will be my best event.
Now, your form has been a lot better in the last few weeks than it was early in the World Cup season. Why is there such a difference?
I guess getting over the back injury and you know, everything was starting to come together nicely. I got some new skis, which these downhill skis with the bigger side cut, and I felt more comfortable on them. And the confidence to screw, you know, being back in shape was a big thing, and being able to ski without any pain. And that's what comes into account, you know. You just start to relax and can really let the skis run.
Now, has it surprised you, some of the results here today?
Not really, you know. It was a wide open field today, and it was anyone's race. And I think Patrick's been skiing well in the tough courses this year. You know, he's been unlucky not to win, and this was his big breakthrough, I guess, you know. So, you know, I thought that Marta would have been in with a chance, and Picard's always a threat. You know, the French guys probably know this course the best, and he's in pretty good shape. I think he's been hiding his cards quite well.
Now, what about for the rest of the events? Who do you expect to see coming through?
Well, I think for the combined, it's going to be between Girardelli and Okola. I guess they both went out today, but I'd say that they'd be the two main rivals in that event. The Super G, it's a tough hill and it's quite different to all the Super G hills that we've skied on this year, so that's almost wide open, but you'd have to say Okola and Marta also, and Girardelli would be in there for that one.
And the technical disciplines?
The technical disciplines, you'd have to say Tomba would be outright favourite. I mean, he's won just about it. He's won nearly every race he's finished, and if he hasn't won, he's come second. So I think he's, you know, he's a big pressure performer. When he skis at home in front of bigger crowds than this, he skis his best. So I think it'd be an upset if he didn't win.
And what of Stephen Lee for the next few days?
Well, I've got another 2 races tomorrow and the next day. So the same program goes. You know, we'll go back and analyse what happened today and try and ski a better race tomorrow, and then take a day or 2 off after the combine and do Super G training until the weekend and concentrate on that one.
Great, Stephen, thanks very much and lots of luck.
Thank you.
Yeah, well, he tried hard, but just wasn't good enough. The man who was good enough in the second gold medal of these 16th Winter Olympic Games was Patrick Ortlieb of Austria. And there you go for the Garland presentation. The medals are presented a little later on. So Patrick Ortlieb of Austria picks up the gold. Frank Picard of France does one better than he did. In Calgary, he's got the silver. And Gunther Marder, also of Austria, has got the bronze. So the Austrians are doing very, very well in the downhill. The second gold medal of these Olympic Games. And what a fabulous result there for Patrick Ortlieb. One can only imagine what it feels like. Ski jumping is next at Courchevel.
salutes Australia's Olympic athletes with a message from all Australians. Go well.
Cancer kills. Research into cancer is currently being conducted by the Hansen Centre for Cancer Research at the Royal Adelaide Hospital. When you receive one of these cancer-fighting envelopes on Sunday, February 16th, please give what you can. This is a cancer-fighting envelope for you and me. Please help.
If you love McDonald's McChicken but can't get enough, then McChicken 2's for you.
It's Mac time now for more. More tasty chicken, that's for sure. More what you loved before. Mac Chicken 2 gives you so much more. It's Mac time now for Mac Chicken 2. The taste you adore, you love the value too. It's Mac time now for McDonald's.
McChicken 2, so much more for only $2.40.
It's the show on everyone's lips.
The hottest thing on television is a sizzling soap opera called Chances.
Chances, one of Australia's most talked about programs ever.
The #1 show in its time slot down under is the super sexy Australian soap Chances.
But don't just talk about it.
Chances sizzles in the ratings and between the sheets.
Turn on to Chances.
Aussies are turning on Chances in chart-topping numbers and are getting a kick out of it.
See for yourself when Chances returns soon on Channel 9.
You're probably not going to believe it as you watched our next event, but the competitors are never more than 7 or 8 metres above the ground. Nevertheless, nothing in this world could persuade me to try it. It's the ski jumping from Courchevel, and the first contest of these games is from the 90-metre hill.
Ari-Pekka Nicola is the elder statesman of this Finnish team. He has stayed with the traditional classic style of jumping. So far this year, he has finished 2nd and 3rd in World Cup competition. We've talked about flying, Frank. Just listen to this, and you'll really hear how they fly.
Very short. I did not see what he did. Oh, he is extremely discouraged on this one. He shouldn't be. But, you know, you've only got the one chance, but he is very, very short.
A classic example, perhaps, that the traditional method is not stacking up against the V-Stylers. Only 76 meters for Nicola of Finland. He is in 16th place. Jiro Kamirahako of Japan, a V-Styler who has been prolific in training. Yesterday, finished 7th in the 2nd round of training, and Frank, the Japanese are an unknown quantity here at Courchevel.
They've been rebuilding the team for the last 2 years and working very hard on it. Most of them are jumping in the V, but they have trouble with the landing. Again, all these skiers that I've seen had trouble with the landing in the past week of training are showing they know what to do on a competition day. This is where experience comes through. They can do the training, you know, slack off a little bit, but when they know they have to do it to get the points, they can.
Kamahirako of Japan, 80 meters even. That moves him up to 7th place in the first round. To the top of the in-run, Dieter Thoma of Germany is the next jumper. He's been experimenting with both the V and the traditional method here in training over the last 3 days.
Basically is sticking with the traditional. He will go out to a small V, but doesn't get the advantage of the air going between the ski and the body.
Little bit of a V, a little bit of a twist in the air, but a good landing.
A good landing. Where he lost a bit that time was he got over his skis, but as the twist came on, he started to back off. As soon as you back off, you've got air against the front of your body, giving you some resistance, and it causes the distance to be a little shorter than you'd like.
79.5 meters for Dieter Thoma of Germany. That'll leave him 9th overall in this competition. He's not too happy about that. Ernst Vittori of Austria, another member of that Austrian Air Force. He's only 5'6", 125 pounds. Some say he has bird hormones. This kid can fly like a balsa wood glider. Big jump, Frank.
Oh, you know, it's so encouraging to see him put that landing in. He had trouble in practice where he had a fall 4 days ago, and he actually hurt himself and skipped a couple of jumps. But to control it, get the both skis back in, because, you know, this is what we're concerned about, the safety when they use the V. It's very hard to pull those skis back in and to put a proper, safe landing in.
Ernst Vittori, the veteran on the Austrian team, looking at the scoreboard, awaiting his results. Let's get another look from the reverse angle, Frank.
There the skis go out. That's what gives them the fly. See, you can see the air going between the ski and up over the body.
And that shot really shows you how far these young men are falling. Stefan Thalberg of Sweden. has a brother, Per Inge Tallberg, who failed to make the cut for the 90-meter competition on that strong Finnish team. Awaiting his first jump in the first round. Tallberg is ranked 12th overall so far this season in the World Cup. Stefan Tallberg of Sweden in his first season on the World Cup, ranked 12th so far this year with 57 points. Oh, trouble with the landing.
I'm just going to say, much better in the air. He's been unsure of himself in the air all week. I caught it wobbling back and forth. This time he was very steady in the air, hung on to the last, but got a little too much weight on his right foot, letting the left foot kind of wander out, and that can be very dangerous.
The traditional stylers are having trouble with that crosswind. Let's look again.
It's not a wind, more it's the continual air moving across it. Watch, his weight will go on his right foot.
80 meters for Tallberg. That'll leave him 12th in this competition in the first round.
Yes, and probably just a little fortunate there. Immediately after the break, we continue with the ski jumping from Courchevel.
I'm learning to fly, but I ain't got wings.
Broken fraps. Hello? Yeah, I wonder if you could help me. I've got a problem with my Gogomobile. Gogomobile? Yeah, I've got a problem with my Gogomobile, and I was wondering if... G-O-G-G-O. I've got a problem with my Gogomobile, and I'm... Yeah? 1954? Yeah? No, not the Dart. Not the Dart. So they always think it's the Dart. It's a wee ripper. I tell you.
Gillette Sensor presents another great moment in Nine's wide world of sports. East Germany's Katharina Witt won figure skating gold at the 1984 Winter Olympics. In Calgary 4 years later, the Queen of the Ice was out to do it again with her rendition of Carmen. Not since 1936 had a woman won back-to-back Olympic titles. Gillette Sensor, the best a man can get.
Gillette announces a razor so revolutionary it can sense the individual needs of your face. Introducing the extraordinary Gillette Sensor shaving system.
Gillette, the best a man can get.
Sensor twin blades are individually mounted on remarkably responsive springs. They continually sense and automatically adjust to the individual curves of your face. Sensor, for the closest, smoothest, safest shave you can get.
Gillette, the best a man can get.
New Gillette Sensor.
The best a man can get.
National 9 News at 6. Simply the best news for years.
This is Steve DeLope, the hometown hero. He is from Courchevel, 19 years of age, ranked 31st so far this year in the World Cup standings. And he should know this jump very well, Frank. He's been here for over a year practicing.
Listen to the crowd cheering him on.
Oh. Here he goes. Oh, what a nice first-round jump for the Frenchman.
Very respectable. A little slow getting onto his skis. Does drift with the prevailing air going across the hill. Doesn't let it bother him. He hangs on as long as he can and finishes it off with a nice telemark landing. That's the one foot in front of the other to show the judges that you got good control of your jump.
Steve DeLope of France, appreciative of the crowd support, but not too happy with that first jump of 78.5 meters. It'll leave him 11th in this first round. This is Zahari Sotarov of Bulgaria. Another of the traditional style jumpers. He's in his third season on the World Cup. No points this season, no points last year. Not a real factor here, Frank.
Comes out a little too high on takeoff. See the high body position all the way through the flight? Yeah. What's happening there is you're getting the air, and the term I use, it's causing drag. You're actually dragging. You're not really flying that well.
So you're acting like a sail instead of a glider.
Correct.
Sahari Sotarov of Bulgaria, 74 meters on that jump, leaving him well down in the standings in 23rd place. This is Dionys Vodnev of Team United, the former Soviets. He's 21 years of age in his third season on the World Cup.
Can get on his skis very quickly, but has had trouble putting the telemark landing in. We'll see if he can do it this time.
A little bit of a V.
No, he's not happy. He had a lot more distance than that. He had a lot of air between his skis and his body. He was getting some drag in there. And as I said, he did not get the landing in. So he's got, reasonable distance, but not going to get good style points.
Vodnev of Team United is awarded 79.5 meters for that jump, and he is 16th in the first round. Well, the Swiss are one of the powers in ski jumping, and this is one of their best jumpers. He is Martin Truns, a V-styler, an accomplished V-styler who's been using it most of this year, and he's only a rookie at 21 years of age.
He's got what I'd say a very small V. It's nice to see him. He has to get the skis out wider than the shoulders so the air can pass between the shoulder and the ski.
Very smooth in his flight.
Back a little bit. If you notice, he had drag. He had air coming into the front of the body. He had some lift over the back, but the drag coming on the front of the body caused him to pop into the hill a little too short.
Martin Truns, in a distance of 80 meters even. That'll leave him in 12th place in this competition, Frank. Now the first of the Italian team, Ivo Pertile, from Predazzo, site of one of the World Cup events this year. Pertile is in his third season on the World Cup circuit. Way back.
Way back. It looks smooth. You wonder why they're not going that far. It's right on the takeoff. If they come out high, they get that air hitting them right on the chest. Yes, they can get over, but they've lost just that fraction of momentum, and they just can't regain it. Watch how high. Very high with the body, but there, he goes over the skis very quickly, but that fraction of a second on this hill just kills you.
76 meters even for Pertile of Italy. He's in 21st place. Well, the American flags here at Courchevel are being waved to receive this man, Robert Holm of the U.S., a newcomer to the sport. In fact, he's not even listed in the American Olympic Guide.
Tends to drag his skis coming off takeoff. Yes, did it again.
Right there.
When I say drag his skis coming off takeoff, the skis actually go down for a second. The air gets on top of him, slows his momentum down. He has to concentrate on picking them back up, and you're just dead in the water on this hill if you do that.
Robert Holm getting some valuable experience. 77 meters on that jump, and that will leave him 24th overall in the first round. The French fans here giving him a warm reception on a beautiful day for ski jumping, Frank, about 8 to 10 degrees and sunny. This is John Langlois, or Tad Langlois, as he's known to his friends. Tad coming from his mother's maiden name of Thaddeus. He's in his 5th year with the U.S. team.
Yes, much better flight, but did not get that landing in. Can lose probably 3 points per judge with that.
The judges really want to see that telemark from the V-Stylers.
They want to see it for safety reasons. The safest way to land is with the one foot in front of the other. So they have said this year, you must do it.
80 meters for John Langlois of the United States, moving him up in this competition to 14th place. Nicolas Jean-Prost of France getting a warm hand from the partisan crowd here at Courchevel. Jean-Prost in his third season has yet to score any points this year.
A traditional style jumper who usually puts a good landing in. There. That's what the judges like to see. They like to see that controlled jump. He had total control of that. Maybe could have got on a little quicker on takeoff, but the arms are nice and tight, the skis are nice and tight together, and you finish it off with the one foot in front of the other.
The purists of this sport like to see that classic legs together style and that smooth telemark landing. 81 meters for Jean-Prost of France. That'll move him into 7th place. The fans are happy about that. This is Samo Gostisa, a V-styler from Ljubljana, Slovenia. He's a rookie, only 19 years of age, but he has been one of the dominant ski jumpers so far this year.
A little unsure of himself in the air. Much better this time. Much more control. No, he's really surprised me on that one. He's been bobbling, been wandering around, not putting a landing in. He did exactly the opposite this time. Here's the day of competition, and he did everything he was supposed to. Got out quickly over his skis, nice control, and a good landing.
Gostisa of Slovenia, happy with that. 84 meters, but that's not good enough to catch our overall leader right now. He remains Ernst Vittori of Austria in first place with the longest jump so far in the first round of 88 meters. Jens Weissflog of Germany. He won the gold medal in the 90-meter competition at the 1984 Sarajevo Winter Olympic Games and was a silver medalist in the 120-meter competition.
Oh, just a gorgeous traditional jump. Now, he's got an advantage over everybody else. He can do either the V or the traditional at will. The next jump, you might see him do the V if he feels like it, but he controlled that. Arms didn't move, legs didn't move, skis nice and tight together, and a good landing. Not only good distance, but good style.
Weissflog, former East German, one of the sparrow-like floaters, as they call them here in ski jumping, with 84 meters in that jump. That will leave him in 4th place in the first round. This is Mika Lantinen, one of the newcomers on the Finnish team. He's only 18 years of age and in his first season with the big boys on this circuit.
Very impressive in training. On the first day we saw him, he went from 18th to 4th to 1st on his last round. But you have to remember, in training, we were only looking at them on distance. Today, it's distance and style.
A nice jump.
That's not going to be, it's nice and smooth, but it's not going to be long enough to be a winning jump. I don't think so.
Ernst Vittori, of course, with 88 meters, the longest jump so far in the first round. Mika Lantinen in his first Olympic Games for the Finns, staying with the traditional style. 85.5 meters for the young Finn.
Nice and smooth, very steady, traditional style, doesn't move, but a fraction short. I can't see quite why he was shorter than he should have been.
The second Canadian in this competition is Ron Richards of Oshawa, Ontario. He is a veteran in his 13th and last season because he plans to retire after these games. Little shaky for Ron.
A good, steady jump. Ron has improved his takeoff motion 100% this past week. Before, he was going up a little too high. All his velocity was going straight up. He has got it going forward. He does get a smooth flight. Does get a good landing, but will need more distance if he wants to progress up and get a better position in this competition.
It's been a tough year for Ron Richards as he tried to convert to the V, couldn't handle it, stayed with the traditional method, and here in his first round, only 79 meters. This is Jaroslav Sakala of Czechoslovakia, a traditional jumper ranked 11th overall this season in the World Cup.
Slight drift to the right like we're seeing, caused by the air going across the hill. Doesn't let it bother him. Does pull it around and get a nice smooth landing in. But again, a little short of the distance you're going to require for a top 10 finish today.
The stylish Sakala of Czechoslovakia is an auto mechanic by trade. As he turns and looks for his score, 83.5 meters. That'll put him in 7th place.
37 in the gate, Martin Hellwarf.
This is Martin Hellwarf, a 17-year-old Austrian who's really been raising some eyebrows in the circuit this year. He has 1 win, a 2nd place finish, and a 3rd place finish so far this season on the World Cup, and he's only in his 1st year.
Oh, good carry.
Oh, what a big jump.
And did you see how smooth that was? Yes, he uses the V, but yes, he gets them out, leaves them there, lets the air go between the ski and the body, getting that extra lift. And did he ever finish that jump off nicely?
Frank, it appeared as though he actually outjumped the K point.
The K point, the 90-meter mark, is supposed to be the longest distance you can jump safely. And yes, he has passed it. Look how steady.
Once he goes past that K point, the hill actually curves back toward him, and so he's getting more impact on landing. That jump of 90.5 meters will put Martin Hellwarf of Austria in 1st place ahead of Ernst Vittori, his teammate. There it is again, Frank, in slow motion.
Now look, what's the matter with that jump for the judges? Everything is so steady. There's so much control. And watch, a nice landing.
90.5 meters, half a meter past that critical point, the K point on the hill. Toni Nieminen, the 16-year-old schoolboy sensation from Finland. Can he beat the Austrians? They're 1, 2, 3 right now.
Look at that in-run position. Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
What a jump!
Did you see that acceleration off takeoff? What I mean is, if you're trying to throw that ball, think of a ball. I want to throw it as far as I can. His body does that. That curve is just so perfect. Then when he gets out there, he just hangs on.
88 meters even for Toni Nieminen of Finland. That will be enough to move him into a 2nd place tie with Ernst Vittori of Austria. Toni Nieminen, in his 1st year on the World Cup, Frank, already 4 victories this year, including 3 at that prestigious 4 Hills tournament.
Well, he can't drive a car, he's not old enough to shave, but he can fly. Toni Nieminen, he lies 2nd, 16-year-old from Finland. Austria's Hellwarf is leading after the 1st round from Vittori, Felder and Holland, but there's just the 1st round. Gold medals are up for grabs tomorrow. After the break, we go and look at the freestyle action in teen.
If you love McDonald's McChicken but can't get enough, then McChicken 2's for you.
It's Mac time now for more tasty chicken, that's for sure. More of what you loved before. McChicken 2 gives you so much more. It's Mac time now for McChicken 2. The taste you adore, you love the value too. It's Mac time now for McDonald's.
McChicken 2, so much more for only $2.40.
In both the NRMA and Motor Magazine Awards, Mitsubishi recently won the important Best Family Sedan category with the new TR Magna. NRMA's road test engineer Bob Hudson justified selecting the Magna in a category previously dominated by Ford and Holden by saying the TR Magna imparted a feeling of class and solidity in the way it looked and drove that put it ahead of the pack.
But you buy one and get one for free.
Yeah, but how much would that cost? It's a good colour. If you're getting one for free as well, that's good. It's a really good price.
I'm having Kellogg's Complete for breakfast today.
I'm having plain muesli.
I'm having Complete. Low salt, high fibre and much less fat than most mueslis.
I'm having a cup of coffee.
Kellogg's Complete Muesli, the way muesli was meant to be.
Adelaide, stand by. The dates have been set. The Battleground, Adelaide's brand new Clipsal Powerhouse Stadium. See the best that the NBL has to offer in the Reebok Blacktop 3-on-3. 16 teams will battle out over 2 nights for $50,000 in prize money. 3-on-3 was developed in the streets and alleys of downtown USA. It's fast and aggressive. Northwest Airlines, in association with Ansett, the Ramada Grand, and KAFM, bring you the Reebok Blacktop 3-on-3, February 14th and 15th. Tickets through Oz Tickets. Life is short. Play hard. Reebok.
I think I'm pregnant.
7:30 Monday.
It was totally spontaneous. I was like Mount St. Helens, Frank.
Murphy faces her biggest test
I
yet.
think there's a restroom in the back. Is your bladder full?
Is she pregnant?
You're 42 years old.
It's a medical miracle.
What are the odds?
I did it once.
The suspense is too much.
Is she pregnant or not? And whose baby is it?
When Candace Bergen returns
Morning, Shirley. Type, please.
in a brand new 1-hour episode of Murphy Brown, 7:30 Monday on Channel 9.
On day 2 at the Winter Olympic Games, women's speed skating. 3,000 metres is the journey and every step counts. We'll skate along with them. We'll see who's wearing the golden wings at the ski jumping. The 90-metre event, we'll have more of that. Men's cross country, 30 kilometres along the torture trails of Azazi. And the final 2 runs in the men's luge. There's gold at the end of that trip as well. We're off to Val d'Isère for more downhill racing. This time it's part of the men's combined event. And our own Stephen Lee will be back on the mountain for that. Can Danielle and Stephen Carr skate into Australian sporting legend? The pair's figure skating competition, that gets underway tonight. And we'll pad up again for more Biff on blades at the ice hockey. So something for everybody, as Nine's Wide World of Sports invites you to share the pain and the glory of Olympic competition at these, the 16th Winter Games. Yes, another fabulous day of competition. 8:30, you can see it right here on Nine's Wide World of Sports tomorrow, or tonight. Gee, I get lost with these time zones right now. Time now to welcome to our studios the Australian Winter Olympian with the best chance of success here in France, the Queen of the Freestyle Aerials, Kirsty Marshall. Welcome, Kirsty. Last time we were chatting, it was the opening ceremony, which was absolutely fabulous. And, of course, you've been up to Teen today to have a look at some of the men's ballet.
Yeah, certainly. They had the elimination runs today, and only the top 16 competitors will go through to the finals tomorrow.
Tell us a little bit about this freestyle ballet. What are the intricacies? What are we looking for? Well,
I mean, it's very difficult because each routine has to be fully choreographed to music. So the judges are looking for artistic display as well as a degree of difficulty in the manoeuvres that they have to perform.
All right, well, let's take a look at some of the action from today. And sometimes it looks very, very ungainly because, I mean, running around with those skis, it's just not an easy thing to do, is it?
They make it look very easy.
Yeah.
This is actually Richard Pierce from Canada, and he's a very tall fellow. You can't tell quite easily here, but it makes it very difficult when he's doing the elegant moves. He has very good flexibility as well.
We've got to point out that looking at the demonstration sport, of course, what you're hoping for is that there'll be fully fledged medal sport at the next Olympics.
Yes, we certainly do. Ballet has had a couple of problems, only as far as being a judged sport. But as you can see here, the technique that they are using, they're very defined in their movements, very similar to what you'll see in gymnastics.
Where did it all originate from, Kirsty? What was the concept initially?
It was really just skiers trying to express themselves very well. This is actually the scores here. He's scored pretty well on his choreography, and his degree of difficulty is a little bit lower than some of the other competitors. Yeah. This is Lane Spina from the USA. His choreography is excellent. His dance manoeuvres are just absolutely perfect. You'll see he really finishes his tricks off very well. This is a beautiful manoeuvre. He's very, very well in control here. Makes it look incredibly easy.
What sort of snow do you look for? I mean, the conditions you got up at Teen, are they ideal for this?
This is ideal. You can actually see how, even though they're edging quite hard into the snow, there's very little of an impression left. That's a beautiful move. very difficult to get up on your poles and still get your legs so far out. You know, ideally you have very firm conditions because that way you can really get the edges in to get the height you need to do your axles. He scores extra marks depending on how high they lift their leg above their head in these tricks. That is beautiful.
Well, a lot of people there like it. There's plenty of screaming going on.
Yes, there certainly is.
It's a very emotive sport, isn't it? And I've noticed you too in your freestyle aerials. You know, when you land, it's almost say, "I'm alive, I can do it." And you pump the air. It really is expressive.
It's an absolutely fantastic feeling. So Lane's degree of difficulty was actually higher than Richard Pearce's, which has actually given him a few more marks. This is Fabrice Becky. He's already won a couple of World Cups in ballet so far this year. Fairly new competitor, and his dance is probably one of the best of any competitor out there at the moment. Beautiful trick. Finishes all of his axles off perfectly. That was a 1.5 twisting gut flip. But you can see how his dance is very well timed to the music, and his choice of music is very good as well.
Yeah, of course, it's just a bit like the figure skating. It's so much part of it, isn't it? You get the right bit of music, you get the people involved straight away.
Yeah, totally. He's really coming alive to the music. He knows what's coming up, and he's really enjoying it. He's actually one of the first competitors I've seen who looks like he's actually enjoying thoroughly what he's doing.
Training on the snow at all times, or there are routines that you can perform away from the snowfields to get the routine right?
The good thing about ballet is it really can be done anywhere. The slope is consistent. It's 10 degrees from top to bottom. So, I mean, you'll find a fairly similar slope to that anywhere on any mountain. Beautiful. He actually pulled quite a face there. He knows he's done an excellent routine. Fantastic finish. Fabrice must be happy with that. The crowd, having a hometown crowd, Fabrice loves the crowd, so I expect he does really well. First position, that's excellent. Very, very high marks.
Doesn't look as if he's shy neither.
No, not at all.
Okay, I guess you're looking forward to your competition too. When do you start?
Well, we start training actually tomorrow. We will train right through to the competition. We have eliminations on Saturday and the finals on Sunday.
A lot of pressure on you because you're the hot favourite coming into this.
I think there's a lot of pressure for any competition. It doesn't really feel any different. Plus, it's a bit of an advantage for me having already competed on this course and already have done well.
Well, I look forward to you joining us throughout the competition, and please do very, very well, the best out there in the snowfields, because you've done all the hard work leading up to it. There's no doubt about that.
Thank you very much.
Thanks very much, Kirsty. Yes, an avalanche of action on the Olympic program tomorrow as the 64 nations represented at these Winter Games chase more gold, silver and bronze. And here's how the medal tally looks at the end of the first full day of competition at the 16th Winter Olympics. There you have Austria, the unified team, France and Finland. So Austria won gold, unified team won gold. There is so much more to come here at these Olympic Games, and they are going to be the two powerhouses, the two powerhouse countries at the Games here in Albertville in the French Alps. So the curtain has gone up and the show has begun at these 1992 Winter Olympics, and I trust that what you've seen so far will keep you bringing you back for more. From high in the French Alps, time to say goodbye until 8:30 tonight, Australian time. We'll see you then.
another presentation from Nine's Wide World of Sports, your Winter Olympic Network. The 1992 Winter Olympics telecast, proudly sponsored by Mitsubishi Motors Australia. Maya, that's Maya for you. McDonald's, who are proud sponsors of the Australian Olympic team. And AMP will always be there.
It's live telly. Oh. It's spooky, isn't it? How about that?
Ray, babe, you and Mel, it's the same gig.
Fair dinkum. I wish it was true.
This week, Midday returns with special guests of Peter Ustinov, Phyllis Diller, and Bob Hall.
You're very popular.
That's Midday with Ray Martin on Channel 9.
7:30 Wednesday, a very special television event. Queen Elizabeth, the 40th anniversary.
I declare before you all that my whole life, whether it be long or short, shall be devoted to your service.
The tragedy and triumph of an untimely coronation, and featuring rarely seen footage as wife, mother, and monarch.
It's a very busy life.
Queen Elizabeth, the 40th anniversary, 7:30 Wednesday.
The following program is classified AO, suitable for adults only. The Night Shift is brought to you by Link Introductions, Lynn Andrews, Edwardstown Car Auctions, Southern Screen Scene, and Roof Seal.
So she said, why not try Adelaide Auto Wreckers? So I said, what? So she said, Adelaide Auto Wreckers, a full range of spare parts at a fraction of the new price. There's even new parts at second-hand prices, and it's all guaranteed. So I said, where? So she said, Main North Road, Salisbury Plains. And if they don't have what you need, don't panic. They're on the independent hotline. Adelaide Auto Wreckers, Main North Road, Salisbury Plains. The right part at the right price.
For whatever reason they find themselves without a partner, men and women have a need for companionship. Sharing today's lifestyle with someone else can double the pleasure. The simplest, nicest way to find that someone is to call Link Introductions. If you think you're the lonely one, phone Link. They'll tell you you're not the only one. Link Introductions, corner West Terrace and Weymouth Street, for people who need people.
Twister, amazing specials and a comprehensive range. Children's gear a specialty. For everything that's fun on the water. Sail now on. For beginners to professionals, we've got it all. Twister, the permanently discounted ski warehouse.
The top names in men's formal wear have come to Adelaide. Pierre Cardin, Christian Dior, Dom Bagnato. But ultimately, there is only one. Ferrari, the name for classic style. Ferrari formal wear.
Tonight, on A Current Affair, reliving Australia's worst.
And then there was a bang.
Maritime disaster.
Mum, God, help me, help me.
The survivors are taken back.
I'm drowning.
Under hypnosis.
What are you doing? I can't get in the air.
To unlock the truth.
Show me what you're doing.
Also, the Australian girls.
Waitressing turns to hostessing.
Innocent victims.
Hostessing turns into prostitution.
Of the Japanese job scam.
We were waiting to die.
This week on A Current Affair with Jan Event.